All right, my friends of the internet. The day is here. The time has come. We have arrived. The Apache is going to be going down the road to somebody else. I got a buddy at work. I drove it to work a couple times. I don't drive it there too much because I need my job, and it's a rowdy little pickup truck, and it gets a lot of attention, and people don't forget it. So I don't drive it to work that often. But he saw some pictures of it. I brought it to work one day, a couple days. He fell in love with it. So he said to me, Andy, I want it. He said, what's your price? I told him my price. He said, that's pretty solid. That's a good deal. I won't even haggle with you. I'm not going to dicker. I'll go to the bank. I'll get the cash. I said, brother, if you're serious and you really want it for that price, it's yours. So we have decided, the royal we, myself, have decided to sell it. It's been a fun truck. It's been a learning experience. It's my first hot rod. I wish I had the room and the money and the time to build a kick-ass shop and just throw a tarp over it and tuck it away and forget about it. But I don't. I'm working out of a one-car garage with no lift. And I took a truck that was a body on a frame and made it into something cool. And that's all it is. I didn't build it. I mean, it's won trophies. It's won best of shows and best trucks. And I didn't build it for that. I built it to have fun and to maybe open people's eyes my age that, yeah, Nissan 350Z is cool, but have you ever seen a 60-year-old pickup truck get sent in a low orbit? I mean, just burning the back tires off. So that's all I built it for. I built it for me, I built it for fun, and I built it to see if I could do it. Well, I did it. Now it's getting sold. So where are we now? Well, for the price I'm selling it for, I'm probably going to keep a lot of the money, to be honest with you. In the next year, I'm hoping to sell this house and move down. I live in Western New York. I'm hoping to move down to North Carolina, maybe the Raleigh area, maybe towards the coast. But I got to get out of New York. New York, first of all, I mean, if you live in New York, you know what I mean. The taxes, you can't do anything fun to cars. Look at that black truck out there. You know how much better that would look with 5% tin on it? But Emperor Cuomo says I can't do it, so I can't do it. So I'm going to move to North Carolina where I can do hot rod stuff 10 months out of the year instead of 2 months out of the year in New York. Because while it is 80 degrees and beautiful right now, in about 3 weeks, it'll probably be negative 30 and 6.5 feet of snow. So, down the road, that brings us to now. First thing I'm buying is a broom to clean up this garage and maybe rent a dumpster. I mean, you know how it gets. You start working on something, this goes into neglect. Oh, there's my ratchet. Oh, there's my wrench. What the hell is that? I didn't even know I owned that. You start finding stuff, losing stuff. So this needs a total overhaul and clean out. Second thing I'm buying is what I should have bought right off the bat. Is a Hobart. Or not a Hobart. Why did I say Hobart? Listen, if you got a Hobart and you're doing it, and you're doing a damn thing, rock on, dude. I used a Harbor Freight 90 amp flux core, 110 jobber. It wasn't pretty. It's not much, but it's honest work. But I'm going to buy the Lincoln MP210 multi-process machine. TIG, MIG, stick, and optional aluminum spool gun. Because unfortunately, you can't TIG aluminum on those machines because they're DC, and you need AC to TIG aluminum. ESAB sells a setup. It's called the Rebel AC/DC, and it's like $3,000, and that's way out of my price range for just monkeying around with a welder. So, we're buying a broom, we're buying a welder. And then we are on the hunt for a 62 to, don't crucify me if I don't recall this correctly, 66. Maybe they changed the body style in 7, possibly 8. C10. Short bed, obviously. They're way cooler. And I want a fleet side this time. The step sides are cool, but on those body styles, the fleet sides just look so much better. And if you tell me a fleet side looks better on an Apache, I will fight you. Because I think the step sides look so much cooler on the Task Force pickup truck. They go with the era. So we're going to do that. What are we going to build? How are we going to build it? Well, we're going to not build it. That's the whole point. I could go crazy and I could LS swap it. Don't look at my plate or my address, you weirdos. And don't be jealous that I got that plate. But I might just keep it straight 6, 3 on a tree or whatever the hell they have on the floor, 4, I don't know. 3 on the floor, 4 on the floor. Keep it original drivetrain. The only thing it's going to get, GM Transport 22s. Why, Andy? Why would you put GM Transport 22s on it? Well, because it's the same bolt pattern. They're relatively cheap, and they come with rubber. Actually, relatively good rubber, I think. So yeah, I mean, how are you going to not buy wheels of the same bolt pattern? We're going to put AccuAir on it or the equivalent. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, I'm not going to shout out name brands, but AccuAir's got a pretty dope system with the E-level, with the little arms that you mount to the body, and then whatever weight you put in, it self-adjusts and all that crazy stuff. Yeah, I just want big wheels, I want air ride, and I want AC. And I want overdrive. Man, I'll tell you what, this thing's got a 5.3 in it with a turbo 350, 3-speed, okay? With 410s, with a posi, because I like to do smoky burnouts. But a 3-speed with 410s and not that tall of a tire, you're not going to have a good time. This thing is like reached its cruising altitude at 55. Okay, anything more than that, and it's just, wah, it's just wide open. I don't ever take it on the thruway or the highway. I don't take it on the highway, really. I stick to county roads or, 55 mile an hour speed limits. And that kind of puts a damper on what I want to do, man, because I really want to do power tour in the worst way. And this thing, it's fun to drive around town. It's fun to do, it's fantastic at burnouts. If it does nothing good, the only thing it would do good is burnouts. And set off car alarms. Pretty good at that too. But I need overdrive, I need air ride, I need big wheels with relatively big rubber on them. Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to build a monster truck. Cool tunes, man. Maybe a leather seat, cup holders. See, I'm older and I'm wiser now. Before, it was about how fast and how loud and how obnoxious can I make this thing. And I think I succeeded. But now I just want comfort, man. I want like quiet. I'm going to put cutouts on it. Like, I want it quiet unless I want it loud. And then just hit a little switch and make it loud. And I want to ride in comfort. And I don't want the thing screaming at 65 miles an hour. I want to do 80 on the freeway in an old truck with fuel injection and air ride. So, that's coming. I don't know when. Maybe it'll be up here. Maybe it'll be when I move down south. Maybe find a clean shell. I don't know. So, if you saw how long this video was and you're going, this dude's going to ramble the whole time, here's a short story. I'm selling the truck. I'm buying a C10. I'm buying a welder. I'm going to build cool shit, and I'll see you guys later.